What's the dumbest thing you've ever heard someone say? Story 1. My sister did an online ancestry test and shared the results. My brother apparently forgot how DNA works and made fun of her, calling her white trash. Until she responded, "We share the same DNA, asshole." A girl in my high school had the surname Adams and told me she was annoyed with her brother for calling her Wednesday. I asked her if she called him Pugsley, and she had a lightbulb moment and said, "That's a great idea." Story 2. Same person. Who makes the birds' nests for the birds? I just kept driving on the motorway. I thought it would come back round eventually. I've tried to come to work on time, but it's impossible. I live 10 minutes away and I already leave 10 minutes before work starts. Same person. But did fish exist before we discovered them? I swear it sounds worse in my native language. The moon can't exist because it's too far. Math isn't real because I can count to 4 without them. To be fair, she probably had a few concussions as a kid. Very sad story. But she was a happy kid in her own world. Story 3. When talking about flying in a plane, I was telling her about the amazing view when you break through the top of clouds. What do you mean? There is nothing past the clouds. Story 4. This girl was in a car accident. She said she had the worst bruise ever across her chest from her seatbelt. She then said she would never wear a seatbelt again. All my stuff got soaked in my burning house after the firefighters hosed it. I hope that the firefighters never use water again. Story 5. Co-worker proclaimed that she doesn't drink cheerwine because it has alcohol in it. I explained that if it contained alcohol, then people under 21 would not be able to purchase it, nor would it be available in public vending machines alongside other sodas. She was adamant it contained wine because it was in the name, and it's also the same for root beer. She said all this while drinking a ginger ale. Story 6. Not mine. But someone said they worked in a shop, and there's this Karen who got mad. She couldn't find mayonnaise sauce, but mayo sauce. When the seller told her that mayo and mayonnaise are the same thing, that woman said mayo has more chemicals, and therefore more dangerous for humans. Yay. Story 7. Just witnessed at Barnes & Noble this past weekend. An older woman trying to return a book, without the actual physical book, but a picture of the book. Mad props to the young sales associate for keeping her cool and just repeating that she cannot return something without having the actual copy in person. Ma'am, you could have gotten this book at Target, Amazon, Walmart, etc. There's no way to prove it was purchased here and refund you unless you bring in the book. This is ridiculous. It's the principle that you don't believe me. Story 8. In college, I was standing at an intersection next to a mother and daughter on a campus visit waiting to cross the street. When the light changed, the usual loud beeping started and the daughter said, "What's the beeping for?" Her mom responded, "It's so the deaf kids know when to cross the street." I still think about that today, 30 years later. Story 9. Working in a restaurant when I was young. Customer. There is a problem with my salmon. It smells and tastes like fish. Me. Well, I'm not surprised. It is a fish. Customer. Salmon is a fruit. I have been vegan for 20 years. I know what a fruit is. She was easily 50+ years old. Story 10. I was walking past a coworker a few weeks ago when he casually out of nowhere spun around and went, "Hey, did you know mental health disorders don't exist? There's no way to find them through any kind of testing, so you can't prove they exist." I was about to open my mouth and go off on a rant, but something inside me told me to just keep my fucking mouth shut and walk away. Story 11. I know a woman, D, who was distraught after her boyfriend left her for another woman. The other woman just graduated college with a math degree and landed a high-paying job. So, D decided she was going to win him back by going back to school and getting a math degree. She said, "I just enrolled and will be taking math, algebra, and specifics." I said, "Wait, specifics? Do you mean statistics?" "Oh yeah, that," she said.